Hey guys, welcome to a new little segment I guess I'm going to be trying here. Basically, I want to just give a little mindset of how I play Battlefield. Now, I haven't played the Recon a whole lot to really give like a definitive, this is how you should play Recon, compared to what most players really have played. But I'm trying to really pick up my Recon skills again like I was back in Bad Company 2. Battlefield 3's mechanics were really, I guess, bogus, so I didn't really play Recon a whole lot, but this time I'm giving it another try, and we'll just kind of see how this goes. Now, normally I wanted to try to record my voice in the game on how I was thinking, but I tried it a couple matches, and my problem is while I'm talking and trying to do something, it kind of distracts me slightly, and I end up not doing what I really am set out for my goal to do. So I'm going to try it this way, and we'll see how it works out, and we'll kind of adjust this as it goes further. So as right now, as you can see, I'm being attacked by a attack boat, and I'm just trying to hold down the A position, and I ended up hitting one of the guys, and a teammate ended up picking him off, and I didn't get the kill, but luckily somebody came in and took out the attack boat. And I do notice somebody's on the mini-map, and I notice he's in the building, but I'm not quite sure where, so I throw down this motion sensor just so I can keep a location on him, but didn't realize as soon as it went off, they had buddies just sitting there in the back, which ended up kind of screwing me over there. So now what I'm looking to do is I'm trying to just look over the map, see where most of the enemies are and my teammates are. So I said, you know what, let's go back to A and let's hold off and help a couple of my teammates just because there's not so many there. So my goal is here is I believe they're still camping in the same spot because I see the deaths happening still. So I throw a C4 there and go in to try to take out the building at the same time. But they had moved off and nobody was there. But luckily the building is coming down now. And there won't be anybody camping in there, which leads me to believe they're either right on the outside or on the other side, which I just saw them pop up. I only noticed one guy. Noticed the secondary real quick. I missed my second shot, and just as I go for another, I noticed there was a guy in the window, and the guy that jumped down took me out. So it wasn't really a good move on my end, because now the enemy is able to push in and take over the A objective. But luckily, there's still some guys there, so I decided to go back there, because there's still plenty trying to push into C. And that's my main objective I want to try to get here, if we can. So now I'm looking around. I'm just quickly trying to check out my area, check the map real quick. I don't notice anything at all, so everything seems to be cleared here finally. I'm throwing down a motion radar. Luckily, a guy had fired, so he's in the building or just outside it. I see his grenade, and I'm going for the kill, and I got him. Notice he had a little recon teammate, and end up picking him off there. And I noticed the jet's moving in, and the A point was flashing, but the jet was taken out, and it kind of made me think where he was, but I didn't notice it flash anymore. I got a few teammates there, so I let them handle it and try to push up on C here, as this is the main point that majority of the players like to hold off and hold the top off. I noticed this guy is parachute down, so I'm trying to take him out, but sadly I fail every shot at this guy, like just not even close. So I notice he's got a couple buddies in here. Then I notice there's some more as soon as I hit around the corner. So I actually toss a grenade and try to back out before somebody takes me. I notice that they take out are starting to take my team out there. So I throw some C4 up, hoping there's somebody camping behind. But sadly, there wasn't anybody. I end up getting shot and taken out. Overall, that was a bad mistake on my part. I shouldn't have moved in. I should have pulled back. It was just the one guy shooting at me, and if I had looked close, I would have known my teammate was at least still alive during that portion. So now I'm spawning on B. I'm trying to get a close look up on the point here, and I'm going to try to take these guys out on the roof. So I missed my shot on him, and I start to move up, but I'm keeping an eye out up top, because that's where they like to sit out and pick us off. I hear a sniper shot, so now I see him. And I've missed the first shot, but I see another, so I'm being careful knowing they're there. I get the first guy off, and then I see the second guy peek out, and I end up taking him out. So now we're able to push up without any sort of resistance compared to what we had before. There's maybe one or two guys still left up there, but at least gives us some time to move on in while they're trying to respawn. Now, I didn't notice that there was 3 guys here, and I ended up having a panic fire grenade toss moment, which did absolutely nothing to benefit anybody there. Now, if I had paid attention to that corner first before moving up, I would have noticed there was 3 guys moving out, and I may have survived or at least taken out one of the guys to help our team a little bit. Now, I do notice there was a guy there, so I ended up hitting him once, and I missed my second shot. He had a weird vault, but technically he went back. And I'm getting suppressed by 3 guys now, and I'm just trying to hold my ground because I notice that all my teammates are being taken out, and I don't want to end up losing in the ground here so they can push up to take A and B. Now, I know there's a guy around here because I got a hit off him with the C4, and I saw him in the mini-map. Now, I heard him to the left there, so it sounds like he was further up, so I'm going to do a quick push here and give him a little C4. As you can see, he noticed it and runs off, but not in time. So now we're moving up to the C point, and I marked a guy off the disc. I saw him, but I wasn't going to take him because I knew I wasn't close enough. And I'm trying to take these guys out across the way, and as you see, I am going to fail horribly here. And if I had not paid so close attention to my scope here, you will notice that I'm about to be taken out in the back. And there he is. Now, I'm surprised he didn't get a knife kill to have a little humiliation with me. That would have really put me over the edge. But it would have been my fault. And sadly, I just wasn't paying attention to my surrounding area. Now, I noticed our team was able to take D and E. So I'm still going to try to push into C while keeping a close eye out on the top. And try to spot vehicles as I move along. Because it will help our friendly vehicles like the jets and other little birds in the air to try to take them out so they don't give me such a headache because I'm not equipped to take out the air. Now, I noticed a guy in there, and I thought I got a headshot off him, but apparently I didn't. I must have hit him just slightly low, like in the more towards the chest. But luckily, a teammate took him. Noticed another guy, and I ended up taking him out to help our teammates. Now, I'm still pushing up away. I do notice that D was being taken. And I noticed that A was being taken, but I decided, I see a couple guys there. I think they should be able to take them because I only saw one on the mini-map. So I'm going to try to just at least hold the ground by C and try to at least hold them at the point. Now, I'm pushing up and still trying to be careful, but I'm trying to get into C because we need to really take this point. And I got an idea that, if they like camping up top, let me go ahead and let's take out the sides of this hotel here. So I throw a motion radar down because I know they're all around me, and I just kind of want to get a general idea of where they are. So if I know if they're moving close by, I might be able to have a standing chance, like against that guy. And I'm just trying to sit here. As you can see, I got a squad mate spawn me, and that's what I'm trying to do is just get my squad mates in. And sadly, I didn't end up getting that guy, but at least my teammate did get him. And now at this point, I'm kind of hoping that they can just hold that point so I can spawn in. But I noticed that they did just get taken out, so no luck there. I do know that our team is finally really pushing in to C. It's between both, so I'm taking the attack boat that is closest to it so I can try to push from the back side of them. Now, I'm still trying to keep an eye on the very top in the mid-level there, just in case. But I noticed this AA is taking out the attack boat, so I decided to give him a little help with C4. And I thought I was farther away, and apparently not. So I ended up killing myself, but I did at least take out their anti-air to help the attack boat. Now, I was going to spawn on the attack boat, but I noticed he was under heavy fire, so I decided to spawn my teammate who was all alone in the C point and try to at least help take the point over. Now, I noticed that they're all outside with the BTR, so I'm still going to try to focus on taking out the wall. I noticed he does push up, so I'm going to give him a little C4 there. And luckily, we got a pretty hefty hit off him. And now I'm pushing in to try to take out this guy with a fail knife. And the teammate ends up getting the kill, and that's what I deserve for trying to go for the knife instead of just shooting him. Now, I did notice there was 3 guys out there, so I'm trying to play very carefully, and I noticed they just spawned in. Get taken out with an impact grenade, but hopefully it was long enough that I could have spotted them to take out, that our teammates can take them out. So now I'm kind of looking around. I noticed they're pushing really hard on C, but we got a teammate that is over by D. So now I'm spawned on him to see if we can help him out and back cap him, basically, so they don't notice. So I'm throwing on a motion sensor because I know they're around here, and I notice they're all over the map. And I'm just basically, I'm just trying to take over this point and help my teammate. Now I took out one, and I noticed that I am all alone right now. And I'm really hoping my teammate will spawn on me, which he does, luckily. And I notice that there's guys all around me, so I'm just trying to be careful and just trying to survive at least long enough to distract him, or we can at least take the point. Now, our other teammate went down, our engineer went up, but I know there's a guy around here, and we end up taking him out, but there's still a few more that are sitting around, and I'm trying to just play cautiously, because I know there's at least two guys here because there's two of us there, and I know I'm not equipped to take them both out if they're just hanging together right now. So I'm putting C4 out in the front, hoping that I can just hold the point, and we'll just wait to see what my teammate shows up with. And I notice he gets killed in the back, so I completely missed the C4 and the shot. So I notice he's coming up, so I throw some C4, hoping that he'll fall for the trap. Sadly, he did not, and I noticed they knew what I was doing, and I'm just hoping just to spray down here and get a guy, just like I did. And hopefully we can find another guy here. We can take him out and try to push up. But I don't know where he ended up moving. And they happen to be across the way. So I'm just throwing out some motion balls here so we can get a better location of where our teammates are. And we end up trading off. And I'm hoping that that motion ball at least help my teammate that is still there so he can keep an eye out on where the enemy are kind of sitting at this time. So I noticed that he's still there but under fire, and I'm just trying to play cautiously, so I decided to spawn him to help him out. And at this point I know there's one left, and I actually did not even notice he was camping up at the top there. I absolutely did not. I just walked past him, and I don't even notice that he's up there for quite some time, actually. So I'm going to throw some C4 out right, and I was hoping it didn't land. I was hoping for the side. Just in case they tried to push in and shoot us, I would have C4 ready to try to at least have some sort of protection. Because I know that those assault rifles, especially at this close range, if I miss my sniper shot, I'm dead. Even trying to fight him with a pistol, I know I'm just outnumbered by those assault rifles. So I'm just trying to play cautiously and sit here at least long enough so my squad mates will spawn on me, and hopefully we can try to take this point again. Now, I notice no fire is coming, so it makes me feel like they must have pushed out. So I'm looking, and I don't notice anything.
An enemy sniper, east of your position.
And I'm trying to pick up the C4 to hopefully I can try to push it out. But I notice that he gets taken out, so I back away. Just kind of back away, getting ready. And I notice he's tossing grenades, and I'm just trying to be careful in case he tosses one into here. And he doesn't so far. Now, I notice this one comes in, so I'm running across. Luckily, I lived. That was close. I throw some C4 out just in case he tried to push in and take me out, because I knew he got a hit off me. And most players would try to push in and take out. And it looks like I saw my squad mate take him out, and then I noticed a guy across the way. So I try to go for C4 and hope that he would push out towards us, but instead he ends up getting the kill off me. As you notice, obviously, I gave a little behind you to my teammate because he ran out, but luckily the guy never pushed out, and he was able to take another guy out here. And I'm just going to miserably fail all these shots. So I'm trying to push through the back because I know my teammates got the front. I'm going to try to push through the back, keep a flank off. And now I finally realize, hey, there's a guy here. So let me give him a little grenade because he's got nowhere to go, and hopefully that, like that, he'll walk right into it. And I finally am taken out from a guy with the M320 with some pretty funky leg disorder going on. So now I notice they've got every point and all we own is B. And I notice we've got a bunch of people in C, so I'm going to go spawn on C because I notice there's a few people going for A, and that won't be a huge deal. I want to kind of try to push in the middle, and it's still a close game. So I take out the Claymore just to be safe to protect team, and sadly I am taken out when I went to go for the C4 because I knew there was quite a bit of people surrounded. That C4 I was really hoping would have helped because I knew there was a ton of people out there. But sadly, the guy was smart and took me out, and I was hoping to at least get a couple guys and try to push back up the elevator so we can get back on the point. Now I noticed my teammates are still taking A, so I decide, you know what, we should be fine. Let's go for this BTR that's in the water. That is our main objective. So I marked him, and I know he's there, so I'm keeping an eye on him, but I also noticed a teammate died back here, so I'm going to investigate so we can keep our team from getting taken out from the back. Now I know he must have moved up towards this way, and I noticed that was the case. End up getting the kill off him, and sadly I wasn't able to protect the guy that was up top here with me. Now I don't notice the BTR anymore, so it makes me believe that our teammates took him out. So I throw out a motion ball because I know there's a guy still around here. So I notice the BTR's out. I notice there's a couple guys across the way. I see him, but sadly I didn't see his teammate on the other side. So now I'm still investigating. Notice this taking B, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to spawn on my teammate at B and see if we can at least hold this point off so we can try to push up some. Now I notice there's only got to be one guy left. So I see him on the mini-map, so I'm going to move up and try to take him with C4. But my teammate ended up taking him out, so I'm throwing a little motion ball just in case there's anybody else. And I notice there's a whole squad across the way. I see they're all being taken out. And didn't even decide to fire because our team got him. So I notice A is starting to flash again, but I notice there's a few guys that are still over there from the mini-map, and I'm just trying to basically have a push on C so that they don't pay attention and try to help them at A, and they all want to hold on to C. So I'm going to push for C. I notice this guy pops out. He doesn't get the kill off me, but I notice his light is stuck in this air, so I got really confused, but I know he's going to come back. So I gave him a little grenade toss, nothing, because my teammate was able to take him out. So now I'm going to push up through the backside here, through the rubbles, and try to take through the top to clear out the guys that are up here. So far, everything is cleared. I'm keeping an eye across the way. Notice this guy over here. We both fail shot, but don't worry, he's able to get the knife. So I'm still keeping an eye out. I know I got shot through the back, but I looked at the minimap and noticed there was no one around me, so he must have been across the way as a sniper because I am less than 50% damage with one shot. So I'm going to take out this. So I notice a guy, so I go for the knife so we can protect our little bird in the air. There's his little C4 kill. Sorry, no C4 kill, but I didn't even notice that the building was collapsing even with all this debris. And then as soon as the last second happens, I notice it, and it was just sadly too late. But luckily it was enough just to take out a few guys that are actually up at the top because they didn't notice what was happening. Now I notice that we've got one of our squad mates over by E, so I decide, you know what, they're starting to win by almost double our points. Let me go ahead and spawn them, give them a little help. Throw a little motion ball out so we can track some movement. Notice a guy across the way. Miss my shot, take him out with a pistol. Notice a guy behind me. I don't see him down bottom, so I know he's up top. But I'm going to play safe. Even if I get taken out, I want to take out that. Just so it's a little extra longer that my squad mate might be able to survive and at least try to cap the point and help our team. And I end up getting that lucky no-scope off the guy. And I'm just trying to pay attention to my area. And I notice there's another guy here. He ends up falling down bottom. So I end up taking him out without him noticing what just happened. So I noticed we've got C, that our teammate pushed up for it. So it looks like my plan had worked off to take out both sides. So now that I've taken them out, we've taken over E, and I'm pushing up to D, being very cautious because I know they're going to want to spawn up behind me in their base, as well as a lot of people are going to spawn up by D. D is a very common place they're going to want to spawn when it's their only main spawn point. Now I notice there's two guys here. I don't know why that shot didn't count. I was sad, and I'm about to be taken out here by a sniper, just like that. The sniper was just sitting at the top of what was left and was able to pick me off. But I do notice that we got some teammates up there and they're all killing each other off. So it was nothing to really worry about. So I decided we're going to spawn my squad mate because I noticed he's got a BTR here. And I'm going to help him take him out with some C4. Now, I've missed one throw, and I want to get this one. He knows I'm here. That's why he's still moving. But luckily, he runs into the rocks. And I take him out. And I was hoping that I would have been able to survive that, but still, I was still too close, and it ended up killing me. But no more BTR. We should be able to hold the point. I noticed they are taking over the point. But we got a attack boat that's under fire, and I want to decide to help them so we can try to take over D. And I'll let my teammates hold up on C because we are extremely close, and I just want to hold off these points and keep them from moving up so they can't cap it, and hopefully we can hold it long enough to win the game. Now we're in close enough so we're capping at the same time, and it looked like the shot came from up top when I noticed they're all behind us because this is their spawn point here. Now I noticed there was a guy right up to my left, but I decided to go off and kill the sniper off in the distance because I knew my teammate in the attack but was actually shooting them. So I'm trying to keep a close eye out over by the spawn beacon because I'm afraid they're going to spawn in over there and pick us off. Now they're starting to take over D, which makes me know that there's a ton of people here trying to take us out, and I'm just trying to hold off this point for him. Now I get sniped, I'm almost dead, so I go ahead and I take out that sniper, hoping I get the spawn beacon, but nothing. And I'm just trying to hold off this point as long as I can with them. Now I saw that fire got off, and I'm just trying to get out of there because I saw the little bird moving in, and the little bird ends up getting the kill. And I'm trying to take him out, but sadly none of my shots land as I wanted. And I just need to know to hold at this point and stay alive. So I end up taking the guy off in the distance, and I know there's another guy around here, and I'm just trying to live long enough and just give the location off the teammates. Now I notice that they spawn in, and I want to get this guy off the distance. And he ends up getting a lucky shot and taking me out there. So now the game is completely turned around. We are winning by almost 40 tickets while we are holding all the points. So I decide let's spawn on D again because I notice there's an attack boat and they're under fire still. And I want to help them. So I take out the first guy, and that was what I would like to call a panic knife because there was 3 people around him with the attack boat and there was no reason for it. Now the match is coming up to an end, and I notice that we've gotten this taken. So I'm going to try to see if I can spawn on D, try to hold them off long enough, but no point because the game is over and we have won. Now I've got to say this was a lot of fun for me to play. My teammates played real well, especially my squad mates, knowing that I was still alive and were spawning on me to try to help take points. And the best part is they just really played well because they knew to kind of keep back and hold the point and let a squad mate spawn them so they can at least help. So overall, it was a lot of fun. I loved playing as the Recon. A million times better than Battlefield 3. It's bring back a lot of the strategic that I like in this, as well as I can be a little aggressive with the Recon. And, you know, overall, it was just a great experience, and I'm really glad that my squad, even without making any sort of communication, kind of knew what to do. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and check back for more. Thanks.